Happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's the middle of the week. That's pretty awesome, right? Or is that just the attitude? I have so many people I hear with the Monday blues. They're like, oh, it's Monday. And then I see other people that are like, Monday's amazing. And then I think it's just such a commonality for people to go, just like conversations that happen where it's like, yeah, it's the middle of the week, it's almost Friday. And then when it's Friday, you're like, thank God it's Friday, right? Like, this is such an attitude, but it's such a conditioned attitude for us to have. So, who honestly, genuinely has feelings about Monday, Wednesday, Friday? And I'm curious, is it because you are working so hard Monday through Friday and you're really ready for that weekend break? Or is it because that is the norm and that is the way you've been conditioned to talk about the days of the week? Right? So today's conversation is the problem is not the problem is your attitude about the problem. So, we might have heard this quote. You're like, where did it come from? It's Jack Sparrow on the Pirates of the Caribbean. And I absolutely love this quote. In fact, this is very common to what I speak to and what I was speaking to before I think that movie even came out. And many people have talked about this as well, obviously, because whoever wrote that script was brilliant and knew a lot about this stuff. So, your thoughts make up your mindset, and your mindset is going to make your actions, and your actions are what make your habits, and your habits are what accumulate your day, and your day is what accumulates your week, and so on. You get the point. And then suddenly we have our life, and you are either happy with your life or you're not happy with your life, but ultimately you are in control of how you show up for life. And you can show up with worry, right? I just had this on. We can show up with worry or we can show up with hope. We can show up with pessimism and we can show up with optimism. That is a choice. And many of us are going, no, I can't help that. Like, that's just the way my mind works. Are you one that constantly says, I just can't lose weight because it runs in my family? I just can't lose weight because I do X, Y, and Z. So, what are your excuses? And I'm not saying they're not valid. I'm just saying, what are the reasons? What are the excuses? What are the things that come out of your mouth why you can't lose weight? What are your reasons why your career isn't flourishing, or maybe you can't make the money that you want to make, right? And your first excuse is probably COVID, right? Is that the first thing that's coming out of our mouth? And I really urge you to really look at that and say, is that true? Is that really true? And in some cases, it might be. But for many of us, yes, COVID has caused added stress, but it's really our attitude around it. Our little inner toddler or, young child is throwing a tantrum because we're not getting things the way we want them. Who's doing that? Who's throwing a tantrum inside because things aren't the way they used to be? And I will get back to that when things get back to the way they used to be. Who's saying things like this? Or maybe you're hearing other people talking like this. Or I'm just waiting until, and then I'll do it. That's an attitude problem. You're choosing to wait until something else happens. Is that true? Because if we're waiting for the right scenario, we're waiting for the right person, we're waiting for, this thing to happen before we take control of our life, then you're not allowing yourself to take control. You're saying, I'll take control of my life when. And we're putting that outside of ourselves. So if you are saying, I'll wait until, the election's over. I'll wait until COVID's over. What are you waiting for to start taking control of your stress, of your weight loss, of your anxiety, of your depression, of your money, finances, relationships, setting boundaries, being happy? I'm happy. And COVID happened, and I could have thrown a fit about it, but I said, where's the opportunity in this? What can I do to shift and change and learn and grow to make this work for me? And so many of us are spending more time at home. Not all of us, and I get that. So if you're spending more time at home because of COVID, drop a comment. Drop a comment. If you're spending more time at home because of COVID. Now, many of us are going, well, I have far more to do. Now I have to teach kids, and now I have to work from the computer. Great. Fantastic. Guess what? You and your kids can learn healthy habits together. What are the things that we have talked about? And I know because I've had many of these posts in the past. Things we've talked about that we wish our kids were learning at school. Cooking, finances, self-care, self-development, right? We've all been talking about the school system in the past. Before COVID, we were talking about how we wish all of these things our kids could learn. And now we have the opportunity to be our children's teachers, to teach them how to cook, how to meal prep, how to have a healthy morning routine, how to have a healthy bedtime routine. And guess what? You can be working on yours at the same time. You can do this together. This is an opportunity. And especially as we move into these colder months, this is the opportunity that you're all going to be indoors. And yes, we could be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe we're getting ready to go into winter with COVID. No, this is amazing. These are opportunities. What are all the things that you wish your kids knew how to do, that you knew how to do? What kind of healthy lifestyle do you want? Morning routine, evening routine, something that will benefit you, not make your life more challenging, something that's going to enhance your life. Because again, if you think your morning routine is a problem and you can't have a morning routine because it's going to be dreadful, that's an attitude problem. So I ask you, what are your problems? What are your problems? Go ahead and drop some problems in, and I will talk about how you can fix them. Right? You want to know how to fix your problems, I will tell you. I will give you free advice on how to fix whatever problem you're having right now. And if I can't fix it in a message or in a video, I will get on Zoom or the phone with you and I will help you strategize that. No strings attached. Okay? Offers on the table. Back to what I'm going about. So there's a beautiful book by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. Okay? It's all about the situation. So often I say in my coaching programs, we are writing down all the excuses that show up because those are blocks. Okay? Those excuses can be viewed differently, or we can just go, we're not talking about the problem, we're talking about the solution. Okay? What are some solutions to that? Because often we don't ask ourselves, okay, here's the problem, but what do we want? What would be the ideal scenario for that problem to be resolved? Don't worry about how you're going to do it. We don't need to worry about how it's going to happen. But first, we need to know what that end goal is. And this is the same thing we would do with like project planning and change management. Here's the problem. What's the solution? And then we'll connect the bridge. We'll start on this end, start on this end, and meet in the middle. So if you cannot take the time to sit down and say, what would this look like if it was resolved? If there was a magic wand and it could be resolved, what would that end look like? You have to get out of scarcity and survival mode. And when we're in scarcity and survival mode, it's like we can only see 3 feet in front of us. Okay? You're not going to see all the possible solutions to your problem if you're in survival or scarcity mode. You have to allow yourself to relax, take a moment to just daydream a little bit. that all your problems could be resolved if you could just let yourself daydream a little bit. How about that? That's easy, right? So, what you need to do is first go do a yoga nidra. Lay in bed. Set a timer for 10 minutes and just breathe, first and foremost. Let yourself get out of survival mode and then ask yourself, if someone, fairy godmother, came and waved her magic wand and this problem was resolved, how would it look? And it might be everyone's upset and this is broken. Okay, see it as fixed. See everyone is happy and see how that would feel like if it was fixed. What would life be like if it was fixed? You don't even have to know all the details. Start there. And then work your way backwards. So often we try to start from where we are and we're starting in survival mode. But what if we could start with the end goal? What does done look like? That's one of my favorite Brene Brown. What does done look like? And that's anything. If you've got a boss at work that just keeps giving you tasks and you feel like you can't get them done, or maybe you're your own boss and you just can't get them done, ask yourself, what does done look like? Ask your boss, what does done look like? And then we start working backwards. What tools do I need? What mindset do I need? And maybe there's something you need to learn. Maybe there's actually some physical tools that you need. Maybe there's some things that need to be accomplished before that can happen. And work your way backward. So we're going to be doing a goal setting session. How do we set goals? Oh, Alexa, stop. How do we set goals? See, we set timers. We set a lot of timers here. So when I speak about setting timers for yourself, legit, like I do it all the time for everything. So the kiddos, it's like you gotta read for 20 minutes, set a timer. Then you get 20 minutes of iPad, set the timer. Get off the iPad, you can do something else. You're not sure what you want to do, just do it for 20 minutes. So we do these all the time here. It really works, it really helps, and it helps give expectations and say you just got to do it for this period of time. So lay in bed, breathe for 10 minutes, and then set another timer for 10 minutes, just a daydream, and say, what does done look like? Work your way backward. And if you'd like to know more about this, I do have one more spot left. One more spot left in my gigantic coaching program that I'm doing a beta test on. Now, if you don't get in the Mac Daddy, Mac Mama coaching program where you get one individualized, personalized coaching session every single week along with all the content for 4 months, then you can get in on the second round. The second round, you get one coaching session per month along with all the content. Okay, one coaching session per month. This one is for more people that we can really strategize and you can implement it yourself. If you need more hands-on, you really need someone to help you and guide you, and you need that weekly accountability, then you want to be in this big Mac Daddy program. I'm only doing the beta testing one time, and it ends enrollment this week because I can't do more than 8 people. That's 8 hours a week for me for 4 months that I'm offering free. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And then, so the second round, I will be offering one coaching session a month, and you're still going to be getting all the resources, which are pretty amazing. So what are all the resources? Hypnosis recordings, how to meditate, how to goal set, how to strategize life, how to improve anxiety or a depressed state, perfectionism, analysis paralysis, all of this stuff with these amazing tools, with hypnosis, with meditation, with yoga techniques. And then we're also talking a lot about nutrition and getting that part on par. But that's not the biggest part, but that's part of it. And weight loss is one of those big components that's going to come out of this. if losing weight is one of your things. Maybe it's improving your energy level. That could be also a pretty strong level. Or your hormones. Or you're having some kind of like hormonal physical presentation from stress. Are you having something that's showing up and physically manifesting in your body because of you're having so much stress and angst? So we're moving from frantic, frazzled, and fragmented into focused and feeling whole. And so we're also doing a book study, and we're doing the book study. However, I'm also adding all of my take on it. And hopefully before this program is over, I will have my book will be done and ready. And so everyone in the program will get a copy of my book as well, a digital copy. So we're doing some really beautiful exercises for you to develop your relationship with yourself and having a balanced life. This is far more about lifestyle, self-development, mindset, and really gaining control over your life. And so if you would, of one or two, if you'd like to be into the weekly coaching program, or if you'd like to be into the monthly coaching program, I'm offering those for free at the moment. Free. And if you feel like you're like, yes, I've been wanting coaching, but I cannot afford to pay $5,000 for a 4 to 6 month coaching program, and you'd like to get in on this from someone who knows their stuff. I've been a yoga teacher for 12 years. I've done the yoga therapy training, which is a very therapeutic approach. I have my MBA. I have 26 certifications in health and fitness, including nutrition, sports medicine, and I have done a wellness coaching program from a university. So, that being said, you're in good hands. I have worked with so many people. I have put in probably over 2,000 hours of coaching hours with people over the past 6 to 7 years. If I don't know an answer to something, I will find you an answer to something. I try to network as much as possible so that I can find you the answers. But I'm telling you, I specifically work with, and this is what we're specifically working with in this program, is going from frantic, frazzled, feeling fragmented, stressed out, tired, lack of motivation because we're so unfocused that we have maybe this massive to-do list. You feel like there's not enough time in the day to take care of yourself. This is the program for you. I have one spot left in the weekly coaching program, and I have 4 spots available in the monthly coaching program. So if you are interested, drop a comment and I will get you more information. Just because I give you more information, I will always ask you, does that sound good to you, before I give you a sales pitch? Because this isn't really, like, I'm not really taking any money from you anyways, but I want to make sure that you're committed to the program because I'm doing the beta program so I can get testimonials. So if I don't think that you'll actually put in the work, I'm going to say, I don't think this program's for you. So drop a comment, or you can send me a direct message, a DM, and get with me on that. But today's topic is, the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Because you're in survival mode, you're in scarcity mindset, and we need to get you out of survival mode, out of the scarcity mindset, into healing and able to see a bigger picture. Because right now you've got these little blinders on, and you feel like there's no solution. You feel like there's no escape. You feel stuck. And there are so many possibilities out there that you can't even see right now. And so let me help you. Let me walk beside you on this journey. I'm not in front of you. I'm beside you. And if anything, I'm going to be like giving you some little pushes and help you in healing your gut so that you can get your mind straight, so that you can get out of survival mode, so that we can heal the mind and body, so that you can get any of these physical conditions that are happening and heal them. And then we can start thriving in life so that you can become this bigger, better version of you that you didn't even know was possible. Or maybe you do know it's possible, you're just like, it just seems so far away. Because I guarantee that once we clear out all of this muck of limited scarcity survival mode, you are capable of so much. You are capable of, if you want to start your own business, let's help you start your own business. If you want an advance in a career, let's get an advance in a career. If you want to have a better family life, have better health, it is all possible. And you can have all of it. So some of us think that we can only have one strength in life, and then we have to switch and have a strength in that area, and that things are going to get left behind when we go full force in one. If you think that you can't have it all, that you can't have this big, beautiful, balanced life, that you can't do all of these things at one time, you don't even have a shirt on. You can. That it's all available. And you can have all of it. You can have all of it at the same time. You can have this beautiful family life and social life and career and health and beautiful finances. You can. Often I hear people like, I want to start a nonprofit, but there's no money. I'm doing a live video right now. That you can have a nonprofit and still be able to have the life of your dreams. Right? Like, we tend to think that we have to sacrifice one thing for another thing. And that's scarcity, which means you're in survival mode. When you can see the big picture, when you can move through life with love and abundance, the abundance starts here with hope, love, faith, believing that you can have it all. That when you take care of others, the universe will take care of you. It is possible. So if you want to learn more about this, join me. Ask me about it. Let's see if this is a good fit for you. I'm Izzy, and I am your mind-body therapist. And I hope to either talk with you soon or see you in some more videos. Comment. We can get some conversations going. And let's be friends. See you later.